So good morning. So we'll have a discussion about inductive reasoning test machine. No? So let's start by recalling how to observe pattern of changes. No? So we shall use the mnemonic SSCAC. So the first S refers to the shape. No? Okay, so pag walang nagbabago sa shape, you have to go to the next code, which is size. No? For example, no? Supposing you are given this slide a shape like this, and then you have a triangle. So nagbabago yung shape. No? So there's a pattern of change based on the shape. Can you tell me what will be the next shape that will complete the series? So it will be alternating, no? Circle, triangle. So your answer will be a circle. Okay. So the pattern of change is established due to change in the shape of the figure. Okay. How about the size? Okay. For example, you have this size of circle, and then you have a bigger size. So the pattern of change is due to change in the size of the figure. So what would be the next size? So there is increasing, right? So you could have a bigger circle there. Okay. Now, how about the color? So color comes in three types. You have black, white, and gray. Okay. Most of the time, the gray color is imparted by drawing lines inside the shape. No? For example, you have this is black, okay? This is white, this is gray, okay? And you have lines drawn inside. No? So the lines are drawn leaning to the right. So you describe that as Z plus lines. No? So if you will have the fourth slide, how would it look like? So it would be a repetition of the black color. Okay, no? So that is pattern of change. Okay, that due to change in color. So pag walang nagbabago sa color, for example, puro itim siya, puro puti. So ang pattern of change na gagamitin natin ay yung arrangement. No? So A here stands for arrangement. No? So arrangement dito, pwede siyang niro-rotate on alternating basis. No? Like for example, you have a triangle drawn like this, then you have a triangle like this. Okay? So the next slide should have an upright triangle. So that is arrangement. No? Nagbabago-bago yung positioning ng shape. No? Ngayon, kung wala tayong nakikitang pattern of changes from shape, size, color, and arrangement, we will do counting. Huh? Like, for example, the first slide you have horizontal lines. Then the third slide you have vertical lines. Okay, so you count three lines, three lines. So the next slide should have three lines and drawn horizontally. Okay, so yun yung ibig sabihin ng counting. Okay. So we now have examples of figure series. So let's read the directions so that you could recall what should be the basis of pulling out the answer. In each item below, the series of figures at the left shows a continuously changing pattern. Discover this pattern of change. Okay? From the five figures at the right, choose the one which should next in the series. Okay? So, maraming klase yung figure series, no? So, maaaring meron tayong tatlong slides lang ang given. So, if three slides are given, okay, you have to observe all. Okay? Now, pag apat lang yung slides given, apat yung nakabigay sa atin, the pattern of change is established by just observing the first slide and the third slide. So you will create your answer, which is the fifth slide. So you ignore the second slide and the fourth slide. Ulitin. Pag-apat yung slides na nakabigay, ang observe lang natin yung first slide and the third slide. Okay? Now, how about if you have 5 slides given? Pag 5 yung slides na nakabigay, you have to observe the second and the fourth slide, and you will create the sixth slide. So you don't need to observe the first slide, the third slide, and the fifth slide. Okay? So ulitin natin. Kung tatlo yung slides na nakabigay, observe all. Okay? So pag apat yung slides, observe the first and the third slide only. So pag 5 yung slides na nakabigay, observe lang natin yung second slide, tsaka yung fourth slide, and then you will get the answer. Okay? So this is the recall of what we have discussed. No? So if the shape stays the same, don't overthink. You move on the next clue, which is the size. So when you observe the size, you have to check, is the size increasing or decreasing, or is there alternating, okay, pattern? So if the size doesn't change, ibig sabihin constant yung size, walang pagbabago, you shift your focus again, and that would be color. Yeah. So we observe the color, okay? So most of the time, you will be compelled to count the number of black-colored figures. No? Kasi black is beautiful. Bibilangin nyo ilan yung itim. No? Now, pag walang pattern of change coming from the size, shape, and color, doon tayo magkukuha ng basis ng pattern of change sa arrangement or positioning. So sa arrangement and positioning, makakakita tayo ng rotation or movement, or there is a spacing between shapes, or there is a definite direction that by which a particular shape is being arranged. No? Okay, so you do observation of the pattern using arrangement kung ang shape, size, and color stays constant. So if you're still, okay, not sure what to do kasi wala tayong nakikitang pattern sa apat na basis, okay, kasi walang pattern na nagbabago sa shape, size, color, and arrangement, doon tayo magbibilang, okay? So if we are dealing with shapes, bibilangin lang natin yung number of sides of that shape, okay? So if the shape is the same, okay, just count the number of lines that you have, right? Okay, so we'll have examples. So here you have the different types of shapes which are considered symmetrical shapes. No? So ano ba yung tinatawag na symmetrical shape like the circle? No? So a circle can be divided by a line, and that line will be referred to as the line of symmetry. So the line of symmetry will divide the whole circle into two identical mirror image halves. No? So you have this one. So this is the vertical line of symmetry. The left is the same as the right. So you call this vertical line as the line of reflection. No? So pag meron tayong reflection, that is mirroring. No? So pag sinabing symmetrical shape, we should be able to create mirroring. No? And also, it's called symmetrical because if you try to draw a horizontal line of symmetry, the top part no, ay kamukhang-kamukha nung nasa ilalim. So a circle, an oval, a square, a diamond, rhombus, rectangle, a decagon, the decagon, cylinder, cube, these are considered symmetrical shapes. Now, I mentioned a while ago that in a particular shape, you are supposed to count the number of sides. No? So commonly, you will encounter a shape like a cross. No? So how many sides does a cross have? Has. So there are 12 sides. No? How do you do it? So you have 3 sides times 4. So you have 12. And a rectangle, the rhombus, the square, the diamond, they have four sides, okay? Now, in contrast, we have asymmetrical shape wherein this consists of figures that do not have mirror image symmetry. Meaning, if you divide, okay, the asymmetrical shape into halves, no, there will be no symmetry. Okay. For example, if you draw a horizontal line passing through the center of that semicircle, the top part is not the same as the bottom part. No? Magkaiba sila. Although when you draw a vertical line, there is symmetry. But the requirement is for a shape to be fully symmetrical, okay, you have mirror image symmetry using a vertical line and horizontal line. So a right triangle, isosceles triangle, and an equilateral triangle, okay, are considered asymmetrical shapes. No? And adding to this list, okay, you have a pentagon, okay, a shape of the house, okay. So a pentagon is asymmetrical, okay. So kulang siya ng mirror image symmetry, okay. Now, yung trapezoid is commonly encountered in your test. A trapezoid is also considered as an asymmetrical shape. No? So let me put the name pentagon. Then you have a trapezoid. Okay. How about this? Tell me, is this shape asymmetrical or symmetrical? So the top part is rounded and the bottom part is flat. Okay? Symmetrical or asymmetrical? Tell me, please. So ang tawag dito asymmetrical. Diba? Kulang siya ng line of symmetry. Diba? Pag kinat mo dito yan sa gitna, diba? Yung itaas, iba sa ibaba. But if you have a full capsule, lahat naman tayo alam siguro yung full capsule shape. No? Yeah. So, rounded yung top, rounded yung ilalim. So, this is symmetrical. Okay? Symmetrical yan. Okay, let's have a practice. Okay, so you have 5 slides, right? Okay, so you have to ignore the first, the third, and the fifth. Okay, so what are the shapes that you have in the second slide and the fourth slide? So you have a shape pertaining to a cloud and a circle representing will you observe the circle or the cloud symmetrical. So prioritize natin yung symmetrical shape. Mamaya yung cloud. Okay? So you have, what type of face is this? This is a stoic face. And on the fourth slide, you have a happy face. Okay, so what type of face would you expect in your answer? Now, let us remember that the 5 options will create, okay, information for you, which will be the basis of the answer, okay, which is, in accordance to Gestalt theory, in the answer, makikita mo coming from an options that have shared similarity and dominance. Pag sinabing dominance, palaging yung nating nakikita siya, no? Dominant. Okay, so observe the faces of the 5 options. So what is the dominant type of face, which will be your answer? So ito ay sad, right? Sad, 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 happy, sad. So tanggalin niyo itong dog. Happy face kasi yan. So yung maling yan, kamukha niya yung sagot. So baliktarin niyo yung mukha, dapat dominant face is sad. So ito yung sagot niyo. Pareho silang puting cloud. So that is the shortcut, right? You don't need to check on the cloud color, okay? Kasi if you check the color of the cloud, alternating siya. White, black, white. Kaya mali rin itong B. Okay? So ulit, what is the meaning of Gestalt principle for similarity and dominant? Palagi silang magkakamukha at palagi natin silang nakikita. Okay, dominant siya. Okay, so now the answer here is based on size. No? So the first slide, you have a bigger size, and the second slide became smaller size. And then the third slide, much smaller, right? So the decrease in size, okay, happens because of removal of a triangle. Diba? Tinatanggalan natin ng triangle. One at a time. Ito yung unang tinanggal. Ang pangalawa, para makuha niyo yung third slide, ito yung tinanggal. So ano yung triangle na tatanggalin natin? So Gestalt principle says that if you will remove a part from a shape, no, make sure it is proximal. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng proximal? Magkalapit. So yung triangle na tatanggalin natin dapat malapit dito sa dalawang nakamark na red. No? So ito yung tatanggalin natin. Okay? So if you remove those three triangles, it will result to letter B. So B ang answer. Okay? So maraming sumasagot letter D. Ang letter D mali because if you answer letter D, you remove the triangle by distal method. Distal magkalayo. Okay? So ito yung ginawa para maging option D ang answer, which is wrong. Okay? So para maging option D, ito yung tinanggal na una, at ito yung pangalawa, at yung panghuling tatanggalin ito. So pag tinanggal yung tatlong yan, magiging option D. So makikita mo, layo-layo yung triangle na tinanggal natin. Salungat yan sa principle ni Gestalt's proximity rule. Okay? So in real life, ginagamit din to. No? For example, you will visit a dentist. No? So meron kang particular tooth na kinocomplain. So yung examine ng dentista agad-agad ay yung mga nearby teeth. No? Hindi tinitignan yung malala yung teeth doon sa kinocomplain mo. Di ba? So check ng dentista yung mga teeth na malapit doon sa tooth na merong diferensya. So that is also Gestalt principle, okay, of proximity. Okay? Tama? So if you're going to go to a doctor, you're complaining your arm is aching. So syempre, examine ng doktor, ano yung mga parts na malapit dun sa arm mo na bakit siya sumasakit. Diba? Okay? Hindi siya pupunta kagad doon sa binti mo or legs or sa tiyan. Diba? Malapit dun sa arm mo. Like the shoulder, right? I-examine niya yun. Okay? So, punta tayo ngayon sa color. Okay. So, ilan yung slides natin? 5. So, as said, kukunin lang natin yung second slide tsaka fourth slide. Okay? So, ngayon, ano yung mga shape na nakikita natin sa second slide and the fourth slide? So, the shapes consist of the following, no? The star, the triangle, and a rectangle. So, uriin natin itong tatlong shape nito. Itong star tsaka triangle ay symmetrical yan. Ang rectangle, symmetrical yan. So, ang basis ng observation natin, uunahin natin yung what is symmetrical shape. So, ano nangyari dun sa rectangle? So, yung size ng rectangle, nag-i-increase. Di ba? So, pansinin niyo yung size ng rectangle sa second slide. Thinner siya. Okay? tapos medyo lumaki yung rectangle. So in your answer, you could describe your triangle to be drawn to be very big. Okay, so tanggal yung A, tanggal yung B. So ang source ng answer, CDE. Okay? Ngayon, punta tayo sa bilang ng star. Okay? So kung tatlo to, ang answer mo dapat tatlong star. Eh mali na yung letter B. So ano yung expect mo ngayon? Observe yung triangle. So yung triangle natin sa second slide, isa lang yung black, no? One black. One black triangle. So fourth slide, dalawa yung black triangle. So therefore, in your answer, ilan yung black triangles natin? Dapat tatlo yung black triangles. So that is letter C. Okay? So mali yung letter D, you don't expect circles in your answer, right? Because the second slide and the fourth slide do not contain circles. Kaya imposibleng D and E yung sagot. Okay? So we have now observing patterns of change based on the arrangement or positioning. No? So tanggalin natin yung first, third, and fifth. So doon lang tayo sa second slide and the fourth slide. So unahin natin yung shape. Anong shape meron tayo? Puro circles. No? Now, punta tayo sa size. Dalawang klase yung size. Dalawang small circles, di ba? Tapos plus one big circle. So kung papansinin niyo yung limang options, merong mamamalian na tayo kaagad, yung letter C. Kasi puro small circles yon. Okay? Ngayon, punta tayo sa color. Okay? Based sa second slide and fourth slide, ilan yung gray? There are two gray color and one white. Diba? One white circle, two gray circles. Okay? Tandaan, dalawa yung small circles at isa lang yung big circle. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa color. Di ba? Gray. So, yung gray coloring na slide, tawagin natin Z+. No? Kasi yung mga lines drawn to lean to the right. So yung fourth slide, ang lines natin are drawn leaning to the left, so Z negative. So doing alternating, ang answer natin dapat magpakita ng Z plus lines on these circles, right? So mali na kagad yung letter A kasi Z negative yan, okay? Now, sabi natin, dalawa yung merong gray colored circle. So mali na yung letter B. Kasi dalawa yung white. Dapat dalawa yung gray, isa yung white. Diba? Ngayon, pipili kayo tayo sa D or E. Okay. So ano magiging answer natin? Letter D or letter E? Pakisagot naman. Pili. D or E? Pakisagot. Ano ang sagot? D or E? Okay. So, bibigay ko na lang yung answer. Ha? Ayaw niyo sumagot. So the answer here is D or E. I'm still waiting. Okay, E. So I hope you heard me, no? If you don't pull out your answer, I'll just give out the answer and go to the next, okay? So we want our lecture to be engaging, no? Okay? Then letter C, the basis of your answer will be on counting the number of sides, no? Y. So again, you have 4 slides given. The rule is you observe the first and the third slide only. So you ignore the second and the fourth slide. Okay, so ilan yung kulay itim? Kasi ang basis, no, shape, nagbabago-bago yung shape, di ba? Okay, meron square, may hexagon, tapos may kulay itim na square, may kulay puti na square, no? So, ano magiging answer natin dito? So, sabi natin, yung shape, okay, bibilangin natin yung sides, count the sides, color. Okay? Yung black color shapes, bibilangin natin. Ilan yung sides dito? Hexagon has 6 sides. Square has 4 sides. So a total of 10 sides for the first slide. Okay? Now, ilan yung kulay itim sa third slide? So a square and a rhombus, each of it has 4 sides. So a total of 8 sides. Okay? So how many sides would you expect in your answer? So this is your answer, the blank slide. So use decreasing mode, 10, 8, 6. No? So it cannot be 10, 8, 8, no? Nor 10, 8, 10. Kasi wala kang 10 sides doon sa apat na sa limang option. Kasi kung 10 yung magiging sagot nyo, ito yung magiging answer nyo. Kung alternating 10, 8, 10. So dapat 10, 8, 6. No? Naintindihan ba? Bakit mali yung letter C? Kasi wala siyang rectangle. So tandaan nyo, palaging may rectangle dito. So yung answer nyo, dapat may rectangle. So tanggal talaga itong E, yung B, tsaka yung C. So ang pagpipilian lang natin, yung A or D. No? Pareho silang merong rectangle. But don't decide that the rectangle should be upright. Kasi pag upright ang pinili mo, you have 8 sides here. 4 sides only for the black. No? And yung pattern 10, 8, 4, hindi pwede. Di ba? So it should be 10, 8, 6. Dalawang sides ang nababawas. Okay? Kaya ang sagot natin, letter A. Kasi 2 triangles na itim, a total of 6 sides yan. Okay? 6 sides yung A. Kaya ang sagot natin dito, A. Okay? May tanong? Wala? Okay. So this is now the start of our module. Ilan yung slides? 4. Anong billing natin? Pag-apat, huwag niyong pasinin yung second, tsaka yung fourth. So, start tayo. So, ang shape natin, circle. Circle plus lines. Okay? So, what is the pattern? The shape, the circle is maintained, constant yan. Right? But the number of lines drawn will change, diba? Diba? Yung bilang ng lines magbabago. Okay? At yung bilang ng lines, pag nagbago, nagkakaroon ka ng change in size. Diba? Kung makikita mo, yung size ng first saka third slide, iba, based on the lines drawn. Diba? Okay, so magdadagdag tayo ng line do sa circle. So, tanggalin yung B tsaka D kasi we're observing a circle that is white. Okay? So, tingin nyo ano yung correct answer. Ang letter E, hindi pwede kasi letter E is like the third slide. Kailangan magbago yung third slide, di ba? So, mali yung E. Kasi pag sinagot mo yung E, walang pagbabagong naganap kasi ang title ng test, figure series, right? Okay? So, pili tayo. A or C? A or C? Kung pansinin nyo, palaging ganito yung haba ng nasa itaas. Di ba? So, ito imiksi. Mali na yun. So, C yung answer. Okay? Clear? So number two, answer please. There are 4 slides, right? So you just consider the first, the third. Okay. So tignan nyo, the shape, ganyan yung shape. Isang puti, isang itim. Diba? So we prioritize the black. No? So let's count the black. Ilan na yung black dito sa first slide? Yung black crescent, no? Para siyang moon, di ba? Crescent, ilan? 5. So sa third slide, ilan? 5 rin. So dapat yung answer natin, yung black crescent, 5 rin. Tapos, hiwalay-hiwalay sila, no? Hindi pwedeng magdikit. So yung letter A, 5 yan, kaya lang nagkaroon ka ng coupling, no? Nagdidikit sila. So you have joint crescent here. Hindi siya pwede. Okay? So ano maging answer natin? Letter B, 5 yan. Diba? Nahiwalay-hiwalay. Hindi pwede yung C kasi 3 lang yung black crescent nyo. Ganon din yung D. Ganon din yung E. Okay? So ang basis natin is counting the black crescent. Count the black crescent. Okay? So perhaps you would ask, bakit nagbilang? Okay, tignan natin yung process ng pag-observe ng patterns of change. Sabi shape. Di ba pare-pare yung shape? Di ba? O ngayon, punta tayo sa size. Yung size pare-pareho. Yung size ng white crescent, tsaka yung black crescent, pare-pareho. So wala kang makikitang basis ng pattern of change doon. Dapat nagbabago. Okay, ang color. Okay? So sabi natin, may puti, may itim. So bibilangin natin yung kulay itim. Okay? Huwag din yung bilangin kulay puti. So when we count colored shape, unahin yung black. Least priority yung gray or white. So the rule is black is beautiful. Okay? So bibilangin natin kung ilan yung kulay itim. So you count. So yun yung explanation bakit na tayo nagbilang ng black crescent. Okay? Ako ha? Punta tayo sa number 3. Huwag niyong pansinin to. Okay? Sige. Try natin. Ano answer niyo? Come on. Say out your answer. Hindi na kayo papagalitan kung meron kayong sagot na mali. Ano ang sagot? One more, please. Okay. One more, please. Okay. Paliwanag ko, ha? Kasi yung first slide at third slide. Di ba ang dami ng shape? Okay. Anong shape ang o-observe niya? Identify nga natin yung mga shape. So, meron tayong square. Isa lang yon. Tapos meron tayong lines. Di ba? Ilan yung lines nyo? 3. Sabayan nyo ako. 3, di ba? Isa, to, 2, 3. So, meron tayong rectangle. Di ba? Ilan yon? 2. Isang puti, isang itim. Ngayon, ano pa ang shape na nakikita nyo? Yeah, what? Ito. Diba? That's another shape. Okay. If you will observe a particular shape, what would that be? Ano yung observe nyo? Yung square, yung lines, yung rectangle, or yung parang a line with with a square? Ano yung observe nyo? Yung rectangle, dalawa. Ang nagsabi, black is beautiful yung rectangle. So, kung rectangle yung observe nyo, okay. Sige, try natin kung rectangle ang gusto nyo, ha? So, kung rectangle ang magiging basis, yung answer natin dapat may black rectangle. Pwede to. Hindi pwede to. Okay? Pwede to. Pwede to. Ang dami pang naiwan. Diba? So dapat, pag nag-base kayo ng answer, yung makikuha nyo kagad yung sagot. Change the basis. Hindi yung black rectangle. Ano yung susunod? Di ba yung square? Di ba? So, square ang i-observe. Okay? So, ito may square. May square. Di ba? Tama? Ngayon, ilan yung linya na kasama ng square sa first slide? Napansin nyo, dalawang lines, di ba? Two lines. Yung sa third slide, ilan yung line? Three lines. Okay? So tingin nyo, ang sa answer nyo, mag-iilan ng linya? Dalawa, tatlo, o babalik sa dalawa? 2, 3, 2 lines, di ba? I-alternate nyo. So masyadong maraming linya to. Too much. Okay? So tanggal yan. Okay? So ilan ngayon, ano ngayon yung naiwan? Yung B or D, right? So ilan ang linya sa letter B? Nakasama ng square, dalawang linya. Eh yung letter C, letter D, one line lang. So mali yung letter D, ang sagot niya letter B. Okay? Ako ha? Huwag kayong pupunta doon sa arrangement, di ba? Wala ako. Okay? So, ang basis na lang natin yung shape, di ba? Tama? Shape lang. Okay? Anong shape yon? Yung square. Di ba? Nag-iiba-iba yung square na shape, di ba? I'm sorry. Yung square, nag-iiba-iba yung characteristic niya due to lines drawn together with the square. So, yung first slide, yung square natin, may kasama siyang dalawang linya. Yung third slide, may kasama siyang tatlong linya. So, i-predict mo ano yung answer mo. So, ibabalik mo sa two lines, di ba? Yung kasama ng square. Okay? Klaro ba? Okay. So, sa shape lang tayo nag-base, di ba? Kasama yung lines. Kasi line is a shape also. Okay? The shape, square, and then the lines. Okay? Yun lang in-observe natin. Diba? Talagang mahirap ang inductive reasoning. Mahirap siya. Kasi maraming pwedeng maisip nyo na yun ang sagot. Dahil maraming posibleng sagot, kaya meron tayong rule ano ang oobserbahan. Hindi tayo pwede tumalon-talon kagad sa isang manner ng pag-observe, like bigla kayo sa color. So, dadaan muna kayo sa shape. Okay? Kung meron kayo nakikitang patterns of change your shape, stick doon sa shape. So, katulad dito, yung shape natin square. Pero meron siyang kasamang dalawang line doon sa first slide. Tapos yung third slide natin, ando pa rin yung square, Pero yung lines na kasama niya, nag-iba yung bilang. So yung pag-form ng answer, based pa rin sa square, that's yung bilang ng linya. Kaya yun yung dahilan bakit tinanggal ko yung A. Kasi yung square mo, ang dami ng linya. Di ba? 4 lines yun. Okay? Nakuha? Hmm. So dun sa nagsabi na observe yung black rectangle because black is beautiful, ayos lang. Kaya lang, when that is the basis of your answering, yung black rectangle, di ba? You are held up, no? Ano yung ibig sabihin? Isa lang natanggal mo. Dapat pag gawa ka ng solution to the question, makatanggal ka kagad ng 4 na option. Kasi 5 yung options mo eh. Di ba? Bakit hindi pinilang yung lines na di kasama sa square? Kasi katulad ng sabi ko, square, meron katabi siyang linya, di ba? So bakit niyo bibilangin ito? Ito? Ang layo niyan. So against sa proximity rule, di ba? Kung magbibilang ka, yung lines na magkakalapit, di ba? Eh malayo yung linya do sa slide 1. Nasagot ko ba doon sa nagtanong? Kasi may tanong, bakit po hindi binilang yung mga lines na di kasama sa square? So, hindi kasama sa square, huwag yung bilangin kasi malayo yung linya. So, ang bibilangin lang natin yung lines na malapit doon sa square. Proximity. Okay? Okay na? Nasagot ko ba yung tanong ng participant? Okay na ba yun? Okay. Pag nagbibilang kayo, kukuha kayo ng shape, di ba? Ano yung kasama ng shape ng square? Linya. Maraming lines kayo nakikita. Anong bibilangin yung linya? Yung linya na malapit to sa square. Right? Okay na? Sige. Number 4. Ito, madali lang. Try. So, 4 yung slides na. Ano sabi nga natin? Pag 4, huwag niyong pansinin yung yan. Okay. Tignan niyo yung first slide at third slide. Yung nasa itaas, top is black. Black, right? Black rectangle. Ito top, black rectangle din. So, mali ngayon itong dalawa. Okay? Ako, ha? Ngayon, decide. Tapos na tayo sa black. Okay? Punta tayo sa kulay puti. Okay? So, ano ba yung puti dito? Yung white. Yung rectangle. Tapos, 2 white squares. Diba? Itong third slide, meron kang 2 white squares. Okay? So, kung papansinin mo yung slide na katabi ng third slide, tsaka yung fourth slide, may napapansin kayo, yung 2 white squares, dapat tumaas yung bilang niyan. Diba? Okay? So, what I'm saying, you should expect how many white squares in your answer. How many? Dapat maging 4. Diba? Yung bilang ng white squares, nag-increase. Okay? It will become 4 white squares. Okay? So, itong tatlo dito sa letter C, tsaka yung tatlong white squares sa letter B, mali yan. So, ang sagot natin, letter A. Kuha nyo? Kuha nyo yung pattern? Okay. Sagot naman kayo. So, number 5. Answer. Para hindi kayo ma-distract, huwag niyong pansinin to. Concentrate kayo sa first and third. Punta tayo sa shape. Shape ng figure. So, meron akong pinasok na new term. No? So, meron tayong principle na figure to ground. So yung first slide, third slide, no? Meron tayong tinatawag na figure to ground. Yung figure is the shape in the middle. Okay? Yung ground, those refers to the shape in the background. Kaya tinawag na ground. In the background. Okay? Or shapes along the periphery. Ano na ibig sabihin ng periphery? Paligid, no? Okay, paliwanag ko yung figure to ground na meron sa first slide at third slide. Ang figure natin yung dalawang squares, okay? Figure two black squares. Okay? So yung tinatawag niya periphery, yung mga lines, di ba? Tapos may opening dyan, di ba? Okay? So sa paligid ng dalawang black squares, may line. And the lines have opening. No? Okay? So ganun din yung number 3 slide. Diba? So you have rhombus, okay, na magkadikit. Ulit ha, yung first slide, dalawang squares na magkaiwalay, may space. Diba? You have space doon. Pero yung third slide, there's no space, right? So doing alternating, dapat may space, right? Yung answer nyo, dapat may space doon sa shape sa gitna. So mali yung A, ha? Kasi wala siyang figure. Ano nga yung figure? Shape that is found at the middle. Okay? Nasa gitna. Okay? So tagal yung B. Wala siyang figure. Oh. Tanggal ang C. Bakit? Kasi inuulit mo lang yung shape ng third slide. Dapat mag-iba-iba yung shape. Di ba? Tama? So, pili ang sagot. D or E? Okay, very good. D. Hindi pwedeng E. Nag-iba yung orientation ng shape mo. Di ba? Dapat along the vertical line. Vertical line din. Yan, puro vertical line yung paglagay ng shape. Ito, horizontal. Okay? So, ulit, ano natutunan ulit? Pag nag-observe tayo ng mga shape, posibleng merong figure to ground. Ano yung figure? A shape that is found in the middle. Ano yung ground? These are shapes that are found on the background or along the periphery. Sa gilid, no? Sa paligid. Yun yung ground. Okay?